The Busby vitamin commercial. What did the OutDaughtered crew really promote? Fans of OutDaughtered are used to seeing the Busby family share almost every part of their lives on screen. From sleepless nights with newborn quintuplets to emotional milestones like first days of school, the Busbys have built a brand around openness, relatability, and family-focused storytelling. But when eagle-eyed viewers noticed the family appearing in a vitamin commercial, questions quickly started circulating online. What exactly did the Busby family promote? Why did it catch fans' attention? And how does this fit into the larger conversation about reality TV stars, influencer marketing, and trust? The Busby vitamin commercial may seem like a small moment at first glance, but it sparked surprisingly big conversations among fans. Some viewers were simply curious. Others were skeptical. And a few wondered whether the product aligned with the wholesome image the family has built over the years. To understand why this commercial became such a talking point, it helps to look closely at who the Busbys are, what kind of product they promoted, and how influencer advertising has changed the way reality TV families interact with their audiences. The Busby family, led by Adam and Danielle Busby, rose to fame through TLC's OutDaughtered, a show centered on the challenges and joys of raising America's first all-girl quintuplets alongside their oldest daughter, Blake. Over the years, viewers have watched the family navigate medical scares, financial stress, parenting disagreements, and the everyday chaos of raising 6 kids. That level of access naturally creates a sense of trust between the family and their audience. Fans feel like they know the Busbys, which makes any product endorsement feel more personal than a typical celebrity ad. That personal connection is exactly why the vitamin commercial stood out. When the commercial surfaced, many fans recognized familiar faces immediately. Adam and Danielle, along with some of the kids, appeared relaxed, smiling, and confident just as they do on the show. The setting felt warm and family-oriented, reinforcing the idea that this was a product meant for parents and children alike. The message focused on health, nutrition, and supporting growing bodies, themes that naturally resonate with a family raising multiple young children. The vitamins being promoted were positioned as family-friendly supplements designed to support overall wellness. The messaging emphasized daily nutrition, immune support, and filling in dietary gaps that busy families might struggle to manage. Rather than pushing the product in an aggressive way, the commercial leaned into lifestyle branding. It suggested that taking these vitamins was simply part of a responsible, caring routine, much like brushing teeth or packing school lunches. For many fans, this felt like a logical partnership. After all, OutDaughtered often shows Danielle worrying about the girl's health, doctor appointments, and development. Adam has spoken openly about mental health, stress, and the importance of taking care of yourself as a parent. A vitamin brand focused on wellness seemed, on the surface, to align with the Busby family narrative. However, not everyone reacted positively. Some fans questioned whether the Busbys genuinely used the product or if the endorsement was purely a business decision. This is a common concern whenever influencers promote health-related products, especially those aimed at children. Vitamins occupy a unique space in consumer culture. They are widely available, often marketed as natural, and generally perceived as safe. But they are still supplements, not medicine, and claims about their benefits can sometimes feel vague or overly optimistic. Viewers took to social media to ask questions. Were these the same vitamins the Busbys actually give their kids every day? Were they recommended by doctors? Or was this just another example of a reality TV family cashing in on their fame? These questions aren't unique to the Busbys, but because OutDaughtered has always presented itself as authentic and family-first, the scrutiny felt more intense. It's important to understand the broader context of influencer marketing to fully grasp why this commercial mattered. Reality TV stars today are not just cast members on a show, they are brands. Their income doesn't come solely from network paychecks. It comes from sponsorships, social media partnerships, and brand deals. For large families like the Busbys, these partnerships can be a practical way to support their lifestyle, especially when one considers the cost of raising 6 children. Vitamin brands, in particular, often seek out family influencers. Parents trust other parents more than they trust faceless corporations. Seeing a familiar family talk about daily wellness can make a product feel safer and more relatable. From a marketing perspective, the Busbys are an ideal fit. They represent busy parenting, real-life challenges, and a desire to do what's best for their kids. Still, the ethical line between sharing and selling can sometimes blur. Some fans express concern that promoting vitamins to a wide audience could unintentionally encourage oversupplementation or create pressure for parents who already feel overwhelmed. Others worried about the children's involvement in advertising, questioning whether kids from reality TV families truly understand what it means to be part of a commercial campaign. At the same time, many supporters defended the Busbys. They pointed out that vitamins are common household products and that the family has never claimed the supplements were miracle cures. In their view, the commercial was no different from endorsing baby products, clothing, or household items, things the family has partnered with in the past. Another layer of discussion focused on transparency. Fans wanted clarity about whether the commercial was sponsor content, how long the partnership lasted, and whether the family disclosed the nature of the deal. In today's influencer culture, disclosure matters. Audiences expect honesty, especially when it comes to health-related products. The Busbys, to their credit, have generally been open about sponsored content on social media. Over the years, they've used hashtags and disclaimers to indicate paid partnerships. For many viewers, that transparency helps maintain trust, even if they choose not to buy the product themselves. What made the vitamin commercial particularly interesting was how it contrasted with the tone of OutDaughtered. On the show, parenting is messy, exhausting, and far from perfect. The commercial, by design, presented a more polished version of family life. Everyone looked calm, happy, and put together. That contrast reminded fans that while reality TV feels real, it is still curated and advertising even more so. This realization sparked broader conversations about authenticity. Can a family be both genuine and promotional? Can viewers separate the real Busbys from the brand version of the Busbys? For many fans, the answer was yes. They understood that the family has grown beyond the show and that business opportunities come with the territory. Others felt uneasy, worrying that too much commercialization could dilute what made OutDaughtered special in the first place. Interestingly, the commercial also highlighted how the Busby children are growing up in the public eye. When OutDaughtered began, the Quints were infants. Now they are old enough to speak, express preferences, and recognize when they are being filmed. Their participation in a vitamin commercial raised questions about consent, long-term exposure, and the impact of growing up as both reality TV stars and advertising figures. These concerns are not accusations, but reflections of a changing media landscape. Audiences are more aware than ever of how fame affects children, and they are increasingly vocal about wanting safeguards in place. From a branding standpoint, the vitamin commercial did exactly what it was meant to do. It got people talking. Whether fans reacted positively or skeptically, the conversation kept the Busby name circulating beyond the show. In an era where attention is currency, that visibility matters. It's also worth noting that the product itself was presented as a supplement, not a replacement for healthy eating or medical care. The messaging focused on supporting nutrition rather than promising dramatic results. That distinction may seem subtle, but it's important in understanding why the commercial didn't cross certain lines for most viewers. Ultimately, the Busby vitamin commercial represents a larger trend in reality television. Families who once relied solely on network contracts are now navigating a hybrid world of entertainment and entrepreneurship. Their lives are content, their names are brands, and their choices are constantly evaluated by a loyal and watchful audience. For fans of OutDaughtered, the commercial became a moment of reflection. It prompted viewers to think about how much they expect from the families they follow, how they define authenticity, and where they draw their own personal boundaries as consumers. Some fans chose to support the product, trusting the Busby's judgment. Others decided to skip it, preferring to consult their own doctors or stick with familiar brands. And many simply watched, discussed, and moved on aware that this is now part of the reality TV experience. In the end, the Busby vitamin commercial wasn't just about vitamins. It was about trust, influence, and the evolving relationship between reality TV families and their audiences. It showed how even a short advertisement can open up deeper conversations about parenting, marketing, and what it means to grow up in front of millions of viewers. As OutDaughtered continues and the Busby children get older, moments like this will likely become more common. Brand partnerships, endorsements, and commercials are no longer side notes. They are part of the story. Whether fans embrace or question them, one thing is clear. The Busbys remain a family people care deeply about, and that attention is exactly what made a simple vitamin commercial such a big topic of discussion. The truth about Blake Busby from OutDaughtered. Blake Busby, the eldest of the Quintuplets on TLC's hit reality show OutDaughtered, has captured the hearts of fans since the series premiered. As the firstborn child of Danielle and Adam Busby, Blake's presence on the show offers a unique perspective, that of a child growing up as a big sister to 5 younger siblings, 4 of whom are her sisters born just a few minutes apart. While the Quintuplets often dominate attention with their adorable antics and milestones, Blake's journey is equally compelling, though sometimes more subtle. Understanding Blake requires looking beyond the cute exterior that viewers see on camera. She is a young girl navigating the complexities of family, identity, and public attention at a young age. Blake Grace Busby was born in 2007, making her the eldest sibling by several years. Her arrival marked the beginning of the Busby family's journey into parenthood, which would soon take a dramatic turn with the birth of the Quints. Blake's life changed almost overnight when she went from being an only child to the oldest of 6 children. This shift required a level of adaptability and maturity that few children her age typically possess. From the beginning, Danielle and Adam have emphasized Blake's role as a loving and responsible big sister. On the show, fans have seen her helping with her younger sisters, whether by entertaining them, assisting with simple tasks, or offering comfort when the babies cry. However, what is not always evident on television is the amount of pressure and responsibility placed on a child like Blake. Being the oldest in such a unique family structure requires balancing personal growth with caregiving responsibilities, a challenge that can affect her emotional development. Despite these pressures, Blake has shown remarkable resilience. Friends, family, and even fans have noted her intelligence, empathy, and strong sense of humor. She has moments of playfulness that remind viewers she is still a child, even as she often finds herself in quasi-parental roles. Blake is often described as thoughtful, creative, and empathetic. She has a natural ability to sense when someone needs support, whether it's her younger sisters or even her parents. This sensitivity is both a gift and a challenge. On one hand, it allows her to connect deeply with her family. On the other, it sometimes leaves her vulnerable to stress and emotional fatigue. A recurring theme on the show is Blake's quiet confidence. She is not always the loudest or most attention-seeking, but she often shows leadership in subtle ways. For instance, when her sisters are arguing or overwhelmed, Blake will frequently step in to mediate or distract them. This natural sense of responsibility has made her a stabilizing presence in the household. Fans of OutDaughtered have also noted Blake's intelligence. She excels academically and demonstrates curiosity in subjects beyond her grade level. This intellectual curiosity is complemented by her creativity, whether through art, music, or imaginative play. Unlike some reality TV children who are shown mainly for entertainment, Blake's development is portrayed with nuance, highlighting her as a well-rounded individual. Growing up on television comes with unique challenges, and Blake has navigated these with grace. Being the eldest sibling in a famous family means that she has been in the public eye from a young age, yet Danielle and Adam have made efforts to protect her privacy whenever possible. Unlike the Quints, whose every milestone is often highlighted, Blake's personal life is treated with more discretion, allowing her a sense of normalcy amidst the cameras. However, being on a reality show does come with unavoidable public scrutiny. Fans on social media frequently comment on Blake's appearance, behavior, and interactions with her sisters. While many of these comments are positive, some can be critical or invasive. For a young girl, managing this attention can be overwhelming, and it requires guidance from her parents. Danielle and Adam appear conscious of this, often shielding Blake from unnecessary exposure while still allowing fans to see glimpses of her personality. Blake's role in the Busby family has made her a natural role model for her sisters and for viewers. Her patience, Empathy and maturity are qualities that fans admire. She demonstrates how older siblings can positively influence younger children, not by strict rules, but by example. This dynamic is particularly important given the age difference between her and the Quints. She often serves as a bridge between childhood innocence and the more complex realities of being part of a large family. Additionally, Blake's presence on OutDaughtered highlights the importance of individuality in a family where attention is often divided among many children. She is not simply the oldest or the big sister. She is a person with her own interests, feelings, and challenges. By showcasing Blake's perspective, the show encourages viewers to recognize the significance of older siblings in family life, as well as the need to support them emotionally. Being the eldest in a family with quintuplets is no small feat. Blake faces unique challenges that many children her age do not encounter. One of these is the constant need to be helpful without feeling overshadowed. While the Quints naturally draw attention due to their novelty and shared milestones, Blake must balance her desire for recognition with the understanding that the spotlight often focuses elsewhere. This dynamic can lead to mixed emotions. Some fans have noticed moments of frustration or jealousy from Blake, though these are natural and understandable. Like many eldest children, she occasionally struggles with feelings of responsibility, guilt, or being taken for granted. Danielle and Adam have openly discussed these challenges, emphasizing the importance of giving Blake individual attention and ensuring her voice is heard. Another challenge is the impact of public life on personal development. Being constantly filmed and observed means that Blake has less privacy than many children, and her mistakes or missteps may be captured on camera. This exposure can make it difficult for a child to fully experiment, learn, and grow without external pressure. Nevertheless, Blake seems to handle these challenges with maturity beyond her years, often demonstrating resilience and adaptability. Blake's interests provide a glimpse into her personality beyond her role as a sister. Fans have seen her engage in creative activities like drawing, painting, and crafting. She also enjoys reading and has been shown to have a keen interest in stories, whether fictional adventures or factual learning. These hobbies allow her to explore her individuality and express herself in ways that are uniquely her own. Sports and physical activity also play a role in Blake's life. She participates in recreational activities that help her build confidence, teamwork skills, and a sense of independence. These pursuits are essential for any child, but especially for someone growing up in a family where attention can be fragmented. Blake also shows a playful side, enjoying moments of silliness and fun with her family. These interactions remind viewers that, despite her responsibilities and maturity, she is still a child with a need for joy and laughter. Blake's relationship with her younger sisters is complex, multifaceted, and evolving. As the eldest, she often assumes a caretaking role, but this does not mean she lacks normal sibling interactions like teasing, arguing, or competing for attention. Her interactions with the Quints provide insight into her personality. She is patient yet firm, nurturing yet playful, and supportive while still maintaining her individuality. One of the remarkable aspects of Blake's relationships is her ability to adapt to the Quints' unique personalities. Each child has different needs and temperaments, and Blake often adjusts her approach accordingly. This adaptability is a testament to her emotional intelligence and empathy. While the Quints will grow up together, Blake's age difference gives her a slightly different perspective on life. She has experiences that her sisters are only beginning to encounter, which sometimes creates a natural distance, but also allows her to guide and mentor them in age-appropriate ways. This dynamic strengthens her leadership qualities and enhances the family's cohesion. Blake has amassed a significant following among OutDaughtered viewers. Fans often praise her maturity, thoughtfulness, and sense of humor. Social media discussions frequently highlight her role as a grounding presence in the Busby household, with many admiring the balance she strikes between being a responsible sibling and a normal child. However, public perception is not always flawless. Some viewers may underestimate the challenges Blake faces due to the curated nature of reality TV. It's easy to assume that she handles responsibilities effortlessly, but like any child, she experiences moments of stress, frustration, and growth. Recognizing the nuance in her public portrayal is important for appreciating her as a real person rather than a television character. Blake's public image is also shaped by her parents, who strive to present her authentically while respecting her privacy. Danielle and Adam often highlight her achievements and character without overexposing her personal life, which helps maintain a balance between fan interest and child safety. Blake's education is another critical aspect of her life. Being the eldest, she has already navigated key academic milestones that her parents now apply lessons from in raising the Quints. Reports suggest that Blake is a diligent student who enjoys learning, a trait encouraged by her parents through structured routines and educational support. Her development goes beyond academics. Blake learns essential life skills such as empathy, responsibility, and problem-solving through her interactions at home. These skills are invaluable and will serve her well into adulthood. Her upbringing demonstrates that nurturing intelligence and emotional growth is just as important as ensuring academic success. Looking forward, Blake has immense potential. Her experiences as the eldest sibling, combined with her natural abilities and supportive family environment, provide a strong foundation for her future. Whether she pursues creative endeavors, academic achievements, or personal passions, Blake is equipped with the tools to succeed. Her role on OutDaughtered has given her early lessons in communication, public presence, and leadership. While these experiences come with challenges, they also provide opportunities for self-discovery and growth. As she continues to mature, Blake is likely to maintain the balance between personal identity and family responsibility, a balance that is inspiring to viewers of all ages. Blake Busby is far more than the eldest Quint sibling. She is a nuanced, thoughtful, and resilient individual who plays a vital role in her family and on OutDaughtered. Her personality, intelligence, and empathy make her a beloved figure among fans, and her experiences highlight both the joys and challenges of growing up in a large, public family. Understanding Blake requires looking beyond the camera's lens and recognizing her humanity. She is a young girl with dreams, emotions, and struggles, navigating the unique landscape of childhood under public scrutiny. Through it all, she demonstrates remarkable strength, adaptability, and heart. Blake's story reminds viewers that being an eldest sibling is a multifaceted role, especially in a family as extraordinary as the Busbys. She is a source of guidance for her sisters, a model of responsibility for children everywhere, and a reminder that children in large families are individuals with their own paths, challenges, and victories. Ultimately, the truth about Blake Busby is that she is not defined solely by her role as a sister or a reality TV personality. She is a young girl growing into herself, learning, laughing, and loving her family in her own unique way. Fans continue to watch her journey with admiration, understanding that her story is one of authenticity, growth, and quiet resilience, a story that will continue to unfold for years to come.